Times Square is in the heart of Manhattan. It's everything you would expect. It's busy, it's noisy, and the queue for the half-price theatre ticket booth is huge. Another plus about the big bus tickets is you can use their toilets in Times Square. The best thing is to buy your tickets in advance from our online Doris Visits page, and then you avoid all the queues. We're going to take the Uptown one now.
There are 4 big bus routes, a sightseeing cruise, walking tours and a night bus.
The night tour bus goes from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and you get it right by the M&M store, which is just there. On the right is the Fox Network and the News Corporation. As you go around, you've got a really good commentary all the time. The tour guides are really excellent. This stop is the Rockefeller Center, where Jimmy Fallon records The Tonight Show, and coming up is the Radio City Music Hall. Who says I can't get Jimmy Fallon on Doris Visits? Behind me is the Warwick Hotel, and the Beatles and Elvis Presley always stayed in the Warwick Hotel.
The blue route is the route that circles the enormous Central Park and gives you all the information about the park.
Stop number 23 is Central Park and Columbus Circle. Over there is a statue of Christopher Columbus.
To the south lies Hell's Kitchen, also known as Clinton and the Theatre District, and to the north is Upper West Side.
So this is the building of Sesame Street. This is stop number 24, Lincoln Center and Lincoln Square. It's the home of the New York Ballet and the New York Film Festival. Behind me is the building where John Lennon was shot when he came outside. So this is stop number 25 on the map, and it's Strawberry Fields, and Yoko Ono lived at the top of the building there, and she said she loves it because she can see over the top of the park to Strawberry Fields. This is the Museum of JFK's Life and Times,
which brings together 77 images culled from the John F. Kennedy Presidential Library.
Stop number 26 is the American Museum of National History,
which is comprised of 28 interconnected buildings housing 45 permanent exhibition halls.
So over there is the Diana Ross Playground.
And the monies that she made, she decided to
keep down because the traffic lights are really low. So we're passing the El Dorado, and Michael J. Fox and Kevin Bacon have a place there.
Your big bus guide has a virtual star map in their head.
Al Pacino lives in building 353 on the 4th floor. This is Duke Ellington Boulevard, and this is where he lived with his wife Evie in the later years of his life. It's 106th Street.
There is a dispute about whether this cathedral, or Liverpool Cathedral, is the world's largest Anglican cathedral and church.
This is the stop for St John the Divine, the cathedral. It's a beautiful cathedral. On the right is St Luke's, and that's where they took John Lennon to when he got shot and he was pronounced dead. Behind me is the Women's College.
And that's the Riverside Church.
General Grant National Memorial is the final resting place of Ulysses S. Grant, the 18th President of the United States. From where the number 1 train comes straight out of the ground, you're entering Harlem. At one time you may have been afraid to come here, but now Harlem has been totally cleaned up and is a fun place to visit.
Stop number 29 is the Apollo. A lot of the jazz greats appeared here. Jaden Ford is here now. It was built in the 1930s for the African American community to come and see each other here. This is the African American flag in Harlem. So that's Duke Ellington, his piano, and holding him up is his muse.
Harlem Lake has 250,000 fish and a beach. You can fish here as long as you throw them back.
31 is the Guggenheim Museum,
which has a continuously expanding collection of Impressionist, Post-Impressionist, early modern and contemporary art.
Stop number 32 is the Metropolitan Museum of Art,
which is the 2nd most visited art museum in the world and the 5th most visited museum of any kind.
So stop number 33, the Frick Museum, is a great stop for Central Park. It's right in the middle of the park. You can go to strawberry fields, you could go and row a boat. Great place to go in there. When Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux designed the park in 1858, they designated the area south of 65th Street as the Children's District. Features like the carousel, fanciful rustic shelters, and the dairy where they could rent toys and buy milk. Remember Home Alone 2? Well, he was home alone in the Plaza that's behind me. And across the road in Central Park, the pigeon lady is actually a real person. So in the park we've seen people taking their dogs for a walk, somebody taking a cat for a walk, and 2 men taking remote-controlled jeeps for a walk. So this stop is Carnegie Hall.
The Big Bus Tour is a great way of exploring New York and orientating yourself. See our other films on New York.
Don't forget when you visit the port, if you want to book online before you go, buying the tickets at Doris Visits might be cheaper.